fifth and final day of the second Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation Stag Global Masters Championships. Thanks again to the Barbados Tourism and Marketing Incorporated, the National Peace Program, the National Sports Council, our landlords here at the Willie Gymnasium in the Garfield Scobers Complex, our next door neighbors, the Barbados Olympic Association, the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, and the local organizing committee, the Barbados Table Tennis Association. Already had Trevor Farley and Angela Reid with 3-love mixed doubles victory over Wilmot Goddard and Julia Morris Young. Games going at 11-9, 6 and 4. Then Morris Young teaming up with Reid moments ago to vanquish Margaret Bess and Margarita Felix. Also 3-love, 11-5, 11-3 and 11-1. Can the men's doubles live up to such scintillating performances when Trevor Farley and Dale Rudder pit their wits against Mark Anthony Dowell and Shannon Duglin?
The expectations, yes, are high. I don't think that they will disappoint. I think they're both exciting players and they're very knowledgeable of the game, how the doubles are supposed to be played. And I am expecting a keenly contested battle, if you want to term it a battle, between these four guys. They all know each other's styles very well. And like I said, we have contrasting styles with Mark Dowell, who's a soft touch player. Shannon is a cross-court, attacking and aggressive player. Farley is very strong over the table, very, very strong over the table. And Dale, rather over there, he has such variety and skill. He's good. You're going to see his serving skills on display. He is good. Far much better than people think he is. You know, he has exceptional ability when it comes to playing this table tennis game. He's very, you're going to see it. I don't want to prejudge it. You're going to see he's very, very good. But I expect the winner here, I don't even want to call it winner, believe in me, because of the four contrasting styles, this thing is so evenly contested. I don't want to put my neck out and say who I think is going to win. I accept the winner as the final bell is wrong, so we'll take it from there. Yes, we are here awaiting the entry of the players. As I said before, their rackets or blades or paddles, what we term in racket. They're all being scrutinized in the scrutinizing section. Right, we're going to have an announcement now. We're going to have an announcement shortly.
Music has been cut. Hear the microphone opening.
Mine is still open. Yes, the players are now.
Introducing the next double finals, Trevor Farley and Dale Rudder versus Mark Anthony Dowell and Shannon Duglin. And umpire Martin Smith, assistant umpire Colin Keeler. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, please welcome them to the competition area.
As I said previously, the Table Tennis Association, on these games, we're very fortunate to have two physicians, two medical doctors. Shannon Duglin, who's playing the doubles along with Mark Anthony, his partner, he's a medical doctor. Martin Smith, the leading partner, he is also a medical doctor.
Immediately we note the lighter blue and the darker blue, the lighter blue and slightly taller pair of Rudder and Farley. Dowell and Duglin slightly shorter, looking a little fitter, possibly age up by their mobility, and very much, how do you say, mind games and headspace
department are growing. It was an exceedingly long time for Rockets to be scoring. You can see Farley here and there anticipating that this is going to be a heavily contested battle. And they're jumping around with Russo.
Must remember his knee. And he turned out to be so super.
Remember yesterday we saw Margot's shoulder.
2 minutes warm up.
Did you ever discover whether it was discussed in the beach?
I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him. But we'll see how it stands up to the rigors of this contest we have here. To go through the warm-up phase here, the scores are taking notes. They're checking their clock to see when the lockup time will expire. And soon we'll see what is expected to be, I wouldn't say a titanic battle, but very evenly contested doubles tournament here. As you can see from the exchanges, the level of gameplay that you can expect compared to what previously was contested in the women's doubles and the mixed doubles. These are 4 national rated players. There are 2 current national players in here, Trevor Farley and Mark Dowell.
Receiving first.
Dale, former national player.
You were suggesting that
And
Douglin is in Grenada?
Yeah, he's in Grenada. He's going to Grenada.
What, please?
How much tennis does he
Dowell
get?
and Douglin
I don't know.
versus Farley and Rudder.
It's one of the things I must remember to ask him
First game,
when we're
call
doing
to
duties
serve.
here, bringing this
Level.
coverage on this stream.
I don't know how
Where
busy.
it's called Laval.
I don't know how busy he would be in Grenada. But first point goes to Douglin. Double D, Douglin and Dowell.
Love 2.
They won both the serves. It's 0-2. Douglin and Dowell. Good exchange, good exchange.
1-2.
I noticed that Dale didn't move from that position after he served the ball. Stood there.
2-0.
Then again, he was not asked to move. The return came right back to where he served the ball.
Link service here.
2-3. Three all.
Score is 3-all.
Rather shifting himself there.
Friday serves to Dowell. Turn.
4-3.
Pulled that loop off the pole. Yeah, exchanges at the moment are very tentative.
3-5.
Naturally, they're just feeling out each other to see what kind of cross-board strategy they're going to employ. So we shall wait and see when they get into full rhythm how the game
4-5.
will go. It's now 4-5. Double serves to Red.
I went to say a word or two just now. My voice reduced this.
5-all.
You need some libations.
He wants to know a little sip of water.
Yeah.
Six.
You're allowed to do that with the ball?
Do what?
Flatten it on the table with your racket.
Foul. Yeah, he's going to call. He just
Come.
Carlisle Cleveland. Is a warning or a fault?
5-all.
Score is 5-all.
It's a fault. Even that should have been called because
6-5.
Dale his hand high, threw the ball up, but mere contact on the ball before it started to descend. So even that is a toss up rather than putting your hand high and letting the ball drop. So that also could have been called.
6-5.
Should have been called as a fault.
Things can go wrong.
Stop, Paul.
5-7.
6-5, 6-all.
You're familiar with the thing called a curtain call.
A 7-5, okay, the score now 7-5.
Hey.
Or the
5-8.
serve on the opposite side of the board there.
5 serving 8.
6
6.
serving 8 now. Or 8 serving 6.
Service changes. Yeah, service. Someone went to do a good turn. Unfortunately, had this equilibrium with the
That's a very
9-6.
good return from Retta. Quick. Reduce the opponent's recovery time. Very good return.
Cover it.
7-9.
7 serving 9.
Oh, dear. Peter Branch.
Let's go again.
Give away.
Focus again. Let's go.
Bringing it a lot closer than it could have been.
You know?
Was it 2 points that could have been?
He's trying to keep the
game.
ball in play in the floor where the two opponents are going. So that's he could have gone to the backhand, or he should have gone to the backhand. Whereby, oh, thank you. Whereby,
8-9.
but it's very easy for us to, the armchair critics here and stand here. You don't know what's going through the minds of these players. Because
9-all.
here you have to make a decision, a very quick decision. The ball moving about 80 to 90 miles an hour over a 9x5 space area. And by the time you get there, you could have 2 or 3 different multiple choice shots in your head. So
10-9.
Very good.
Okay.
whichever one you choose to execute, maybe the right or wrong one.
Rather serving for point.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Come on. This game.
10-all.
Juice.
That's it. Let's play a stronger shot.
I think if you see from the momentum of how the game is going here, I think Dublin and Double seems to have the edge.
10-all.
Then again, as it says about game, anything can happen.
Has to get served in.
Yes, sir. Let's finish this. Come on.
10-11.
The thing is, it's not really a chink in the armor because they've been trading blows. Hardly to serve now.
Go.
11-11.
I think Farley and Reda has hold the serve on this one. I think they're going to win it. That was a breaking momentum there. That good move.
Chance to take it on their own service.
Reda move to the left and push the ball to the right. Good tactic.
And that's
That's
it.
13, 11.
Like I said, if they
Game.
Game at
should
11.
take it,
13-11. Opening game to Farley
I have
and
this
Rudder
Dowell and
over Dowell and Dublin.
Dowell and Douglas had the opportunity there when they had that momentum going. But they, I wouldn't say uncharacteristically chose to break, but they delayed rather than keeping the momentum going. And that brought Rudder and Farley back into the game.
Ebb and flow of the men's double. Here.
I think we're going to see a different approach, strategy-wise, to Dowell and
Time.
Douglas' game.
Who's serving first?
But I guess that Farley and Rudder
Bill to Mark.
will count for equally.
Second game.
Rudder to
Rudder to
serve.
serve. Level.
Start of game
Has to be
2.
careful that
That's it. That's it.
Love 1.
what was interesting is that when Rudder was called
1 all.
for that foul serve, it came from the assistant umpire, not the lead umpire. Right? Anyway, they both have equal authority when it comes to these things.
What I could say from
2
a
1.
novice perspective is actually body obstruction
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
of the head umpire.
One,
Either one it must be able to see the ball clearly at any given time.
So Rudder's position of his body would have obscured the head.
Cannot
1,
serve
4.
that long in dub. But not a very strong service. Cannot serve that long. Shannon picks up the ball quickly over the board. Oh, beautiful.
5
So
1.
with the other skill, that ball came right into his body. He didn't have to move.
2
Punch the ball straight
apologies.
down the line.
4 2.
Or serving 2.
Rudder's a lot. Has far more skill than I think people are willing to give him credit for. He's a very skillful
5
player.
2.
Concerns over his knee and
Yeah, you can see he's flexing it there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was a no spin.
2
He lifted it.
6.
Deceived by that hand action. That's a no. What we call in tennis an empty ball. It was not charged
3
with
6.
any kind of spin, top spin or side spin. Just empty.
Yeah. Hit that.
7, 3. What I find in this exchange here now that these both players, they don't seem to utilize the middle of the board at all. They go to the wings, or
7
the wings.
4.
And most points are one down the middle. Most points are one down the middle. Because when the two players are crisscrossing, that's where the confusion comes. Beautiful.
5
Beautiful exchange.
7.
Let's go. Let's go.
towel breaks.
You need that occasionally, especially even though we have air conditioning here. It's still a very humid, hot day in Barbados.
5 7.
5 serving 7.
Oh, no.
5 8.
Oh my goodness.
Admonishes himself.
Said yes. Oh my goodness. There was no need for that.
9,
was kept
5.
Two receiving players
There
were
was
taking
no
evasive action.
There was no
Both
need
in
for
the
that.
same corner, the wrong position. Could have dropped it. Just get it onto
Yes,
the table
to
on
the-
the other side of the net.
Even blows.
You better check and see if the ball is still alive.
No, Shannon.
There's
Shannon Dale.
no need for that. No need.
So,
Excessive.
Dublin 975.
Yeah.
10, 5.
And serve to level games. And 7-5.
6, 10.
Double going long. 6 serving
Yeah,
10.
the game is not over, you know. And people give up at 10, but the game is not over.
That's all. That's all.
It is now.
That's all it
6,
takes.
11.
That's what
Second
Douglas
game.
says. That's all it takes.
An edge.
So,
Dublin.
second game going at Dublin and Dowell at 6. This will not be a 3-love as the two previous games.
Like I said previously, it's going to be an evenly contested battle here. The game is finished. It's over. No sense going through post-mortem exercises and see what you did wrong. 'Cause you can't change the score. Just make sure that if a similar thing happens in the third game, that you don't make the same mistake.
Might not be so much an analysis of what they were doing, but a projection and plan of how to seize the opportunity going forward.
Now, what was physically
Exploiting
shown?
weaknesses.
What was physically shown that by Friday that he showing how he missed the ball, you know, and then they did a similar thing for the shot. So that's gone. That's do a projective
Time.
analysis of this game to come and see what goes on.
Who's serving?
And another, as they say, any given Sunday, those will be
Again.
scoring points for
course.
Will Ferry
Serve.
or
Oh yes. Oh
Level.
yes.
Brother.
Start. Let's go. Let's go.
Third game of this ends doubles final.
Right. Come on,
Good
Johnny.
tennis.
Catch it.
Good
Up one.
cross court exchanges. Good tennis. Good tennis.
Let's go. Let's go.
True love.
Good pickup by Dale. Very good pickup. The table.
As long as he doesn't go somersaulting over the side hole as he did yesterday.
Shuffle. Yeah.
I don't know if I was the person playing it yesterday and encountered that fall. I might have been forced to
Yes, sir.
get some
Abandon?
assistance. Forced to get some assistance to get up. Oh, he took a heavy fall, remember, because he's 250 plus. Took a heavy fall there yesterday. Fortunately, in that it is
2-3.
padding or matting there that will absorb the impact, you know.
It's a lovely, nice wooden floor. And it's got the additional matting on it.
Matting, I think, is owned by the Volleyball Association, right? Yeah, that's their matting.
And Brother would have been
I got
accustomed
that.
to
3.
knowing how
Oh.
to break a
Let's go
fall,
again.
being a footballer himself. Not sure if he trained in martial arts as well, but they also train you how
I
to
think
fall in judo.
The problem he's having here is that he has his spectacles are being clouded from the
3-0.
from body exhaustion he's in. So he constantly has to go and clean his glasses.
He needs to clean them more often. What an authoritative stroke that is. Let's hope they're not tinted.
If that's the key to win the point, we're fine.
Hiya!
Farley should have been called there.
3-5.
Farley, be careful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Good catches.
You let the ball drop and he didn't throw it up. if all these serve infringements are called during this game here, I think there'll be total disruption. Total
3-6.
disruption in the play.
3-7-6.
The umpires are very exhibiting some discretion here. That's a good one.
Oi! Good man.
7-3.
7-3.
So Rudder will serve now. 7-3.
You see
One game
signaling-
apiece.
you see signaling behind his back with the racket. It's all that. It's signaling the racket.
Yeah. 7-4.
7-4. Already going on.
Good
4-8.
Full ducking that it was charged with backspin.
Or 7-8 now. Dublin.
4-9.
Dublin getting a little ahead of himself.
Knowing that the return was a freakish return from Rudder.
Ten, 4.
10 serving for Farley, the double. 10 serving
10-5.
Farley, the double. Same serve action.
Rudder
11-5.
That he
Third
has
game.
extending his arms to take
Farley Rudder.
11-5.
He has some skill.
Or 2 games up to 1.
Very skillful player, man.
Thank you.
It's a pity that the tennis was just lost into football in this the days that he was at his height. Pinnacle, man.
Games won at this particular end between these two.
A chair was brought inside the air for Ryder to have a seat as his foot is obviously giving him some trouble. So standing on the knee for such a sustained period on me, probably causing something. Probably going to get a. I know that that was against the rules, but Friday lifted it in, lifted the chair in, and he was advised to take it back out.
Somebody will probably peruse this at your next Table
Time.
Tennis Federation player
Yeah, but-
assistance conditions.
Yeah, but it was for the lead umpire and the assistant umpire to have. But it was right there.
Fourth game,
Well,
Farley
in
third.
plain
Level.
eyesight. And it took someone from the far end of the gymnasium to recognize that it was wrong.
Love 1.
Wait for it right there, yeah. Good shot.
I know
We do understand that.
in other sports when injuries occur to players, there's allocations for replacements with concussion and all these other protocols. Who knows if they may allow a player who during
2-0.
event gets an injury and may need, as you say, a chair to, as opposed to aggravating an old injury.
Yeah, this injury did not occur during play. He came into the
Flat.
foul. Oh, there.
Warning.
No, it's a warning.
No, no warning. That's a point. But last time he tried the ball on your table. He said,
Fault.
Okay.
Here, Farley with his vast experience.
So if it's a point, then
Farley with his vast experience is advised that the score that the point should be called on the warning because after you've called a foul in the first game, you can't come. You can't come a warn after that. If you warn, you
So
could
for
warn the
clarity,
second. Yeah.
a warning is to the entire 4 of them,
Yes.
as
Yes.
opposed to
The warn.
a particular
Yes,
serve.
yeah. The warning there.
Gentlemen, your services must be XYZ.
And
Any subsequent
It will not be tolerated.
Right. That took the game to
Yes, sir.
4-2.
Yeah, disruption like this, well, causes some mental adjustments in the players' attitude and how they execute. But Douglas doesn't seem to be bothered by it. He takes everything in stride. Maybe he's probably saying, could you imagine he called me for that?
4-2.
Yes, pop spin. Come on, let's go.
5-2.
Too far off the
Double serving at 5-2.
I was telling you, the return should always go back to the server. You see that Douglas didn't have a chance to respond there. It was so quick. And his recovery time was shortened considerably. Good shot there.
4-5.
They'll spin Freddie.
4 serving 5. Yes.
Pick up game here.
His mobility might
How
be
could you be
limited.
trying?
Hand speed and range
5-all.
resulting in scores being level at 5 apiece.
That was a good recovery there from Faraday and Retta.
5-6.
They got rid of the first
6
one.
all.
That one was heavily charged with backspinning. 6 all, huh?
Yes, level at 6
That
rather
point,
than looking
yes.
to punks on the
Yeah, that point
service
could have made
already.
it 5-7, yes, and that would have been a good 2-point advantage.
Seven, 6.
Douglas didn't expect that ball to come to the center with such side spin. But the pace is what beat him too, but to the middle of the board rather than going to the ring.
6-8.
So,
It's Faraday and Rudder one. Oh, both the services now.
Yeah.
Double to serve.
6 serving 8.
Seven, 8.
Snap.
That's all again.
7 serving 8.
Yes, sir. Come on. That's
8-all.
Scores are level. Level.
Barley to serve.
This game seems to be decided.
Sorry.
9-8.
But it is if Faraday and Rudder wins because they're leading 2-1.
Eight,
1
10.
to 10 now.
Table there, please.
Let.
Table is wet. Look at that tactic, that strategy, you know. You're behind, you lost your point, you're at the table, your hand. Know that
8,
the
10.
umpire has to come and clean it, and it gives you a time to relax. Rather than
Reset and refocus.
Rather than stalling deliberately.
Good shot.
Good shot.
9,
good shot,
10.
Good shot. This game is seesaw.
1 point
seesaw,
either way now.
It'd be good for tennis if Declan and Nadal wins this. Gotta be 2-all.
Game,
That's it.
They were lucky. They were
game,
lucky.
set, match.
They were lucky. They were lucky. They were
Rudder.
lucky.
and Farley.
Well done, guys.
Champion. How's that?
Good. 9. 9, 9, 9, yeah. 11, 9.
Some of my 8s and my 9s are getting a little foggy.
The distance.
We also thank the other athletes for coming along and Shannon Dublin. Thanks to the technical officials, set umpire Marcus Smith and assistant umpire Carla Cleveland. Thank you, gentlemen.
So, men's doubles champions is Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation Masters Championship. Trevor Farley, Dale Rudder, 3-1 winners over Mark Anthony Dowell and Shannon Duglin. Went to juice, taking it at 13 in the opening game. Dowell and Duglin battling back to take the second game at 11-6. Rudder and Farley taking the third game 11-5, and they'll have no more of it. Few wobbles along the way before the Rudder steered them to victory at 11-9.
Yeah, what we saw there, we were expecting titanic exchanges and that type of stuff, but we saw strategy. That game displayed more strategic play than any other game. And there are 4 top-class players relative to the Caribbean level. And Farley and Dowell are 2 current Barbados representatives. And Dale and Shannon previously representing Barbados. So they know how to play. They know how to play. And the strategy was exemplified there at all levels, both sides. But what I like, not like really, what I was amused about is coming along when the game seemed to have been getting away from Dowell and Dunn. He put his hand on the board, because knowing his hand is right. and then fired. And then after Rudder showed the umpire the board was wet, it was a deliberate thing to stall to give himself some time to get back into the game. I thought it was good tactics, but Rudder was so observant. Rudder showed the umpire quickly that the board was wet. So that was amusing.
They call
Good
those
strategy.
things-
Good strategy.
They're dark hearts, but they backfired.
Yes. Give me a minute, please.
So, while we're waiting, as the degrees of congratulation and sharing and advice and technical discussion, we've got a little bit, as we will now have the women's 65 to 80 plus singles final. June Rowe versus Stephanie Graves.
Introducing June Rowe versus Stephanie Graves, head umpire Hunter Moore, assistant umpire Colin Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them to the competition. Thank you.
Coming into view now, June Rowe in the all yellow, Stephanie Graves in the black with the yellow sleeves. This gives me the opportunity to remind you that you're watching the coverage of the Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation's Stag Global second Masters Championship here at the Willie Gymnasium in Barbados. complements the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated, the National Peace Program, our landlords, the National Sports Council, neighbors Barbados Olympic Association, and the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, local organizing committee, Barbados Table Tennis Association.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Time. Match between June Rowe, Stephanie Graves, best of fives. June Rowe to serve, love all.
Head umpire Andre Moore says love all. Serving.
One, love. Two, love.
Holding serve in the opening.
One, two.
Graves seeking to do the same.
Two, all. Three, two.
Score is locked at 3-0
Three, all.
after both ladies held service.
Three, four. Five, three. Six, three.
So Rowe surging ahead there.
Four, six. Four, seven. Right, right.
I'm right. What point is mine?
She was seven. She was seven.
Yeah, I was right.
Four, seven.
Do I get that point?
Clarification on
Left. Four, seven.
score.
8, 4.
8 will now serve 4.
Nine, 4.
Change of angle there by Graves. Catching Rowe napping a little bit there.
5, 9. Five, 10.
Game point. Oh, not as yet.
10, 6.
there it is at 6.
Game to June Row, 11-6.
Rowe taking the first game, 11-6.
Up to you.
This is the women's 65 to 80 plus singles finals.
You ready? You all ready? Time. Game 2. Stephanie Graves, June Rowe.
Second game,
Stephanie Graves to serve.
ladies about to
Love
start.
all.
Graves to serve.
Love 1. Two, love. Three, love.
Yeah, just have a short break there.
You're entitled to as many breaks as you want.
One,
to. Tempo of this game is obviously not as
Your serve.
Quick.
fluid and rapid
Fast,
as yes. But the concern I have is, what is the procedure of
So your serve.
beginning your
One,
service? Do you
four.
wait until the umpire calls the score and then you serve, or you can continue playing?
You have to wait until the umpire calls the score.
Yes.
I noted this is happening.
Yeah, this level I understand
Four,
too easy, and
two.
they just want to get over with it. But
Get it over
the
and done
umpire,
with.
the umpire must first realize that the opponent or the receiver is ready to receive before he calls. You cannot
5-2.
serve the ball before. He should not serve the ball before the umpire calls score. And then he motions right to the.
Two,
See, just motion right, motion right.
Indicating the award of the point to which way
and the
who's
person's ready to
supposed to be
serve.
served.
Right, right.
Three,
See,
six.
just motion again,
There
right.
you go.
Right.
This one is speeding along. If that word speed can be used with
Relative
the
to-
tempo of this game.
Four.
The scoreline certainly is.
6-4, huh?
Are the longer rallies?
But Martin,
Seven,
even though
four.
it is not what we would like to see, you must commend these older ladies here. One is 81 and one is 83. And they're
4-8.
here at a big international tournament.
5.
No nerves being shown here, I should say visibly so. And they're playing their game, and I am really impressed with them,
Six.
believe me. Really impressed with them. 81 and 83.
That's that.
Due to my sciatica problem, I'm not walking
87.
well far. I'm not even 81, so I don't.
That'll be gone by the time you get to 81. Not to worry.
You know, 81 posts, right?
8 all.
Graves has managed to claw herself back into the game and it scores a level at 8.
As you would observe here too, the rules are not being enforced, serving
nine.
rules. The girls are holding the balls in the fingers, see. You know. And you cannot use the same level of discretion
8.
with the players who should know better. So this could be allowed, is allowed.
Game
Game at 8. Rowe leading
June.
2 games to love.
11.
11-8 for the second game. Graves improving on the previous one, losing the opening game to Rowe.
Here we have two
11-6.
opponents, two having a laugh and fun and exchange. They're probably saying, "What are you doing differently today that you didn't do yesterday?"
If y'all don't want the full minute, you can let me know.
Well, at 2 love in the last
Time.
scheduled match of this morning
Match
session.
3,
Just a recap for you.
June Road to
First
serve.
up, we had the
Love
mixed
all.
doubles pair of Trevor Farley and Angela Reed going 3 love winners over Wilma
Love
Goddard
1.
and Julia Morris Young at 11-9, 11-6, and 11-4. Followed up by the women's doubles
1 all.
where Julia Morris Young and Angela Reed teamed up then against Margaret Bess and Margarita Felix. Shot also
1,
going
2.
3 love, take the women's doubles title 11-5, 11-3, and 11-1. Then the men's doubles
2
just ahead
all.
of this game 13-11, 6-11, 11-5, 11-9. 3-1 winners for Trevor Farley and Dale Rudder over Mark Anthony Dowell and Shannon Duglin.
3-2, DR.
It's now the women's 65
Yeah.
to 80 plus, which could easily be called the 80 plus women's final.
True, because 181 to 183, right?
And
2,
June Rowe
4.
taking the first 2 games at 6 and 8 against Stephanie Graves.
3, 4.
Graves serving at 3-4.
5, 3.
But you must understand too how these senior ladies, how their brains were processed about moving ball. It can't be as quickly as how by yours and mine. And hence, this is why the game is at
4,
this pace.
6.
It's how their brains process these moving ball speed. As we
5,
quite
6.
often mention, the forces of mortality.
I enjoy being the young upstart and the table tennis novice to challenge you to tell me, is there such a grip as we're seeing displayed by these ladies with the racket blade?
When you say grip, what you mean?
I know of the standard
7, 6.
and I know of the pen hold. What is that one that's being displayed?
Maybe the finger going straight up.
And the racket up as
Right,
well.
right. That's how they just push. That's why it's called paddle. Paddle here now as opposed to a ping pong. They push. See, there's no bending movement from the elbow to the power spin. Just
9.
push, push. Because it's called paddle in it.
I will
Where the
suggest
racket
that
handle is down, vertical to right.
I suggest that we introduce a new term
Aye, sir.
called the hand mirror.
This is a pretty good exchange here.
Nice rally and a winner for Graves. Panache, aplomb, you name it, style and
7,
fashion.
9.
Mine, sir.
7 serving 9.
Flat.
Score was not called as yet.
9, 7. Service.
So 9 is actually to serve 7.
Right, yeah.
Goes long.
10, 7.
Row about to serve for championship point. 10-7. Oh,
Game. Match.
Hit 10, service change. Oh, what happened there? It went over? Yes, it did. I was no surprise here. There should be a correction.
Sorry.
they've conceded that that game is over at 7.
Pardon?
It should be 8-10, but they
Yeah. Flat. Flat.
It has been corrected.
correction, premature celebration there.
8.
Services at Graves.
Service will change now for Graves to
Yes,
serve
Graves
8
was
to
served,
10.
yes. I thought it was rather strange because I saw the ball in that and went over.
8, 10.
8. And there it is.
No, there it is.
No,
There it is now.
Match.
11-8.
What's similar to is that the point was run by a net.
Going the other way.
Yeah, going the other way, yeah.
and June Roll, toppling Stephanie Graves.
Yeah.
11-6, 11-8, 11-8. It's one of those cases where you're champion twice.
But June Rose seems to have a little more control in her return of the ball, you know. And
Congratulations to Miss June Roll, champion of the women's 65 to 80 plus age category, defeated Stephanie Grace. Great competition, ladies. We thank the head umpire, Andre Moore, and assistant umpire, Carla Brown. That concludes session 1 for day 5 of the second CTTF Masters International Table Tennis Championship. We look forward to seeing you this afternoon for the second and final session, which starts at 4 p.m.
So, just a recap of the morning session, and one small note. All of the winners of the morning session have come from the
Talk about this later because the voice thing.
Announcers here, Mark Rowe and Shannon Dublin. Come to the announcers here. Thank you.
Right, while allowing that announcement to be shared, all of the winners of this morning's session came from the left column of the schedule. June Rowe in the women's 65 to 80 plus. In the women's, yes, that's the singles final. The mixed doubles, the pair of Trevor Farley and Angela Reid winning over Wilmot Goddard and Julia Morris-Young. The women's doubles going to Julia Morris-Young and Angela Reid over Margaret Best and Margarita Phillips. Felix. It's obviously coming up to lunchtime. And the men's doubles, Trevor Farley and Dale Rudder over Mark Anthony Dowell and Shannon Duglin. This has been the morning session of day 5 of the Commonwealth Table Tennis Federation's Championships. I have made it successfully to the end of the championships first session. The afternoon session is scheduled to start at 4 o'clock with the finals of the women's singles, followed by that's the 50 to 15. Sorry, right. So it's the women's 50 to 59 finals, Julia Morris-Young and Angela Reid. Then the final of the 65 to 74 men's, David Mahabir and Wilmot Goddard. The men's 55 to 64 will have Sean Stanley up against David Griffith. And to bring a curtain down on a very exciting day, the men's 40 to 54, Mark Anthony Dowell up against Trevor Farley. Until then, on behalf of the broadcast crew, I'm Martin Paris. See you in the afternoon.